What's up, guys? Nostal-Gi-Oh here, back with another video. And if you're like me and have been playing Master Duel all day, you're probably looking for some content because there's not a lot of content out there. I mean, it just came out today, so what do you expect? But it's pretty fun. It's been pretty interesting. It plays its own ban list that is very similar to the OCG. I don't know if it actually is the OCG list, but it's very similar to it. And as you can see right off the bat, triple max C, triple skill drain, some weird stuff. But yeah, I made Eldlich as my first deck today. I actually have this and Virtual World. It's 100% free to play. I didn't spend $1 on it. As you can tell from the extra deck, I didn't spend $1. But yeah, the deck is really good. The deck is super consistent. It's really powerful. Set 5 is good, and in a best of 1 format, there's not too much like back row hate. Like, not many people are maining too much stuff. Like, a lot of people are maining like Feather Storm, but not a lot of people are maining like Lightning Storms and stuff. And we don't have Lord of the Heavenly Prison yet in the game, but I haven't been too worried about it. And the first like big staple that I got was Triple Judgment, because I was figuring, you know, if I'm gonna be setting 5, I better have Judgment on me. So I got Triple Judgment. But the staples are kind of expensive, like Maxi, Ash Blossom, Judgment, Strike and stuff is a little expensive, but the actual core is fairly cheap, especially if you get the secret pack that has all the Eldlich stuff in it, which I got really, really early on. I bought, I actually pulled both of these Eldlich, which was crazy, and then spent a lot of my gems on like these flavor cards. So I think the deck is like fairly cheap, and there's a lot of good rare like staples. Like I was playing Chalice, the TT, Dynamiscus, Fiendish Chain on the very, very early, MST. There's a lot of good forms of cards that are cheap, but once you get the staples, this deck's mighty, man. It's very, very strong. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the actual deck profile. I played triple max C because we can play that, and triple Ash Blossom as my lineup for hand traps. I would like to play Imperm, but I don't have them yet. But for now, I think this is really strong. Triple max C and triple Ash Blossom lets you, pretty frequently open a hand trap. And going second, the deck's kind of weak, mostly due to, set 5. It's not going to be very strong on the, on the rebound play. When you're going second with traps, a lot of the time you're going third. It feels kind of bad, but it's okay. It's not too bad. The actual core itself isn't the worst because you have Eldlich, or the Golden Lord that can like pop, which is pretty good. And then summon a big beefy body, which isn't bad. So it's not bad. But yeah, hand traps are pretty useful going second. It does kind of clash with Card of Demise sometimes, but it's not too bad overall. I do like it. I think the lineup of 3/3 is pretty good. And it's of course best of 1, so I wouldn't, I would usually side this probably in this deck. But like, gas it, man. We're playing 3. As far as the actual engine goes, I played double the Golden Lord. I don't think 3 is necessary. 2's good. You don't want to get bricked up on him too frequently, and with like the Demise and stuff, it's kind of bricky when you play more than 2. So 2 is good. It's accessible. If they remove 1, you still have access to it. It's not bad. I played one Regeki. Staples are a little low. I'd like to play some more good cards over this. Probably I wouldn't play this in the future, but it's not bad for now. Triple Card of Demise and triple extra if we draw in. It's very, very good. Of course, my extra deck is not very good for this, but well, whatever, man. I'm not rich. I'm not spending money on the game yet. Maybe one day. But yeah, triple extra, triple Demise. You draw a lot, and with the triple maxi as well, like you draw a lot. It's pretty good. For the engine, one Eldlich Black Awakening. This card's not bad. It just gets you going. It gets this guy out, which isn't bad. And then I played the 2 Eldland, of course. We're going to play those 2. I played 2 Torrential Tribute. This card was really good early on. It's still not bad because Torrential plus Solemn Strike is really good for breaking boards, going second. But yeah, Torrential is not, like, insane, but it's not bad. It's a good trap. Then I played triple Eldlich, of course, staple. 2 Punishment. This honestly could go up to 3, but I'd be hitting these off with the extra all the time. Like, this card's fine at 2. In my opinion, you don't really access the extra deck anyway. Of course, the extra deck, if I had everything, it would be a little different. We'd have like Pleiades and Gustav Max and stuff like that. But I don't have that stuff, so Punishment's very, very solid. Then I have the triple Judgment. Of course, you gotta have that for the the main deck. The Feather Storm, Feather Duster, stuff like that. There's a lot of things, but Judgment's just good. It's an insane trap card, and when you're setting 5, you best have something for it. Double Strike, this will be 3 when I have them, but I only have 2 for now. And then triple Skill Drain, because that's the reason I made the deck, honestly. Triple Skill Drain is phenomenal, and with making the Eldlich, it's really hard to get in on the deck, and just like Skill Drain's, it's busted, man. Triple Skill Drain's what made me make the deck. Triple Skill Drain and triple Card of Demise, that's what made me make it. And it's pretty insane. Also, the fact that Max Seeds are 3 in the format doesn't hit this deck too hard. A lot of the time, if you chain one of these, and then chain one of these, an Eldlich, your opponent's gonna chain Maxi, and it's gonna feel kind of bad. But the strike, you know, it's there. It's not bad. Next, we have the 1 crackdown. This will probably just go, be the strike when I get the 3rd strike. But crackdown's not bad. I pulled it and I was like, oh, this is a good trap. And then 3 of Halquero and 3 Conquistador. These cards are just good in the deck. I wouldn't play any less. Engine is good. Playing like a lot of engines is really solid in this deck. The only big changes I'd make in the main deck is probably Inspector Border and the 3rd strike. Those are what I would change. Maybe cut like 1 or 2 hand traps down. The 2 TTs. For a triple Inspector Border, and then change the crackdown for the strike. That's probably what I would change for the main deck. Probably nothing else, though. It felt really good. Like, the deck is really solid. As far as the extra deck goes, I would definitely have the triple Natis. This is the only real card in my extra deck. Other than that, I just filtered highest attack to lowest for the punishment, because this is all I have. I don't have any Pleiades, any rank. Is this guy level 8 or 10? It's 10. I don't have any rank 10s. I don't have any rank 10s. Maybe like the Selene access code, needle fiber stuff could be good. It doesn't matter too much. I don't feel too bad about it. The extra punishment is really good. I was lucky enough to pull double in Natis, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it's not bad. That is really the deck. It feels pretty budget, and it's really good. I don't think I'd change too much. Like I said, I already said the changes that I would make. But I think the deck's really good, and apparently it's like pretty high tier in this format. So, you know, this is a really good place to start, and if you're a budget player like me, this is really good. There's, like, cheaper budget alternatives for a lot of stuff if you need to, but I think they made the game fairly accessible, especially going off, if you make only 1 deck, you can make the deck fully pretty easily with, like, 1 day of grinding, and, if you're like me and made 2 decks, you can make 2 decks almost completely done, fairly easily. And if I didn't make Virtual World, I'd probably have the full extra deck, but I wanted Virtual World, dude. That deck, we have VFD at 1, so I wanted that deck. But yeah, that's really all I have for the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe as always, but you know, have a good day. Goodbye.